If you are the brand new owner of a new Ninja Creami, then this video is for you. I have tons of Ninja Creami videos, however, these are the top couple things that you need to know today. The first thing that you should do right away before you even get out the owner's manual, before you read anything, is to get out the pints that the machine came with, wash them, and fill them up with a recipe. So I recommend the #1 recipe is like the vanilla ice cream that comes in the Ninja Creami cookbook that the device comes with, or you can just look it up. And I have lots of really yummy recipes on this video as well. They're just one ingredient, yummy Ninja Creami creations, but you want to get something frozen right away because these actually have to freeze for 24 hours before you process them. So it's definitely a delayed gratification type of gift. It's really fun, but you do need to get something started right away. So I would recommend freezing your pints first and then coming back. All right, now that you've already frozen your pint, now we can talk about some of the other things that you have to know about your Ninja Creamis. The first thing I tell all my friends, anyone who asks me in person, is that I really hate how it's kind of hard to clean, especially the lid. All the other parts are kind of fine, but this lid is pretty cumbersome because there's no way to actually clean inside of the lid. So my #1 tip for anyone using the Ninja Creami is to make sure that you clean your lid right away after every single time you use the Creami. I always run it under some hot water and I really shake it out. Sometimes I'll try and put some soap in there and just shake it as much as I can. I do have a more in-depth cleaning guide that you can watch in this video right here, which is how I clean my Ninja Creami lid. It's a little bit more involved, but it's worth it to just get it soaking and just get it cleaned right away, because otherwise the cream or the ingredients will stain the lid and then they'll start to smell and it will be pretty gross. So that's my #1 thing I tell people, is that I do love my Ninja Creami. However, it's kind of a bit of a pain to clean, so make sure you clean the lid right away. The thing we love about the Ninja Creami is that it is so customizable to any diet and to any lifestyle. And one of the best things to make in the Ninja Creami is just whole fruit sorbet. So I have done mandarin oranges, we've done peaches, strawberries, pineapple, a combination, berries, and those are so good in the Ninja Creami, pretty much just plain. And it's such a healthy alternative to a sherbet or some ice cream. But the #1 thing that you need to know is that this is not necessarily a blender. So what you need to do is to mash up your fruits in a single layer every single time you use it. So I like to put some strawberries, raspberries, or some fruits, and then use my little meat chopper thing like this, or you can also use a beater if you have a hand mixer or something like this. And then you just want to make sure that you crush up your whole fruits as best as you can before you put them in your Ninja Creami to freeze, because if the chunks are too big, then the Ninja Creami can't quite handle that, and it's just recommended that you make sure everything is mashed, chopped, and very easy for it to process in order for it to get creamy and not just thick and chunky. Next is to expect to respin your Ninja Creami creations more than once. I would say a minimum of 2 times to process fully, then take off the lid, check it, kind of mix it up a little bit, respin at least twice to get the best results. The first time you open it up, it's most likely going to be very kind of powdery and you're going to be regretting all of your life choices and you're going to be frustrated, but this is totally normal. What you can do is just respin it again, or I also like to just add a little bit of extra liquid into that first or second respin, and it just helps to kind of activate the creaminess. The next thing that I see a lot online, this question being asked, is can I refreeze the Ninja Creami pints, or should I put it in a different container? You can do either one of those things. So obviously I did not finish any of these pints, and so what you need to do when you finish eating as much as you want, when it's nice and creamy, is to just press it down into a nice even layer. You don't want anything that's slanted or that's jagged, because then the Ninja Creami doesn't process very well. It needs to be a nice flat surface for it to respin the next time. So if you don't finish a whole pint, just make sure that you pat it down nicely with a spoon. So what you can do is put it in a Tupperware container or some other type of container. However, it's not going to be the same consistency as it was before. So it's not going to be just a nice ice cream that you get at the store that's nice and soft next time that you open it. You will have to probably respin it again. So that's why I like to just keep it in the pint that I froze it in, and then I'll just respin it again. And that's why I always recommend buying extra pints. Next, something that I've learned is that the more dairy something has, the easier it is to make it creamy. So this kind of makes sense, but if you have something that's like Greek yogurt, which I absolutely love and is my favorite Ninja Creami, and I'll put that recipe in this video here, those spin so much nicer. So if you have something that's more of a fruit sorbet, like this one is a berry lemonade. This one took like 10 respins. And so things that have more dairy I found are easier to process, and things that are not take a little bit more time. So just something to be aware of. Next, I always let my pints sit out for about 10 or 15 minutes before I put them into the Ninja Creami to process. They don't melt in that time, but it just kind of takes off that initial chill, and I find that they process much better if you just let them sit out for a couple minutes. Last, my number one recommendation is to just join a bunch of Ninja Creami Facebook groups, because there are so many out there and they have such good ideas. There are people who have so many pints of so many different things, but it's really fun to see what you can create in your Ninja Creami. You can make protein creamies, you can make, dairy-free, you can make keto, you can make fruit sorbets, you can make savory creamies. You can do anything that you like, and I love the creativity that I see on those Facebook groups, so definitely join them to get lots of ideas. I hope you enjoy your new Ninja Creami. Make sure that you watch my whole Ninja Creami playlist here. I talk about Ninja Creami mistakes, some things that you need to be aware of, my biggest regrets, recipes, all the things, and I hope you enjoy. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.